This information you are about to receive was perceived as secretive, hidden, or esoteric. Morna Simeona, who introduced the updated version of Hooponopono to the world, received backlash from her very own community by revealing specifics of how Hawaiians performed magic. We are experiencing many end-of-times evils around the world blatantly in our face. I feel strongly to continue Morna's teachings, and this information is only intended for those who strive to seek the light of the utmost high, the one God, divine creator. I pray this material is protected by beings who are here to shine infinite light and transmute the lower energies with Hooponopono. This information is not intended to override personal health care or prevent you from seeking medical attention. I once remained in many unfulfilling jobs, driven by family expectations and ego as a result of my self-doubt and limiting beliefs. I signed both physical and spiritual contracts that committed me to unhealthy places far longer than I expected, perhaps creating aka cords or blocks as a result of those unseen contractual agreements. I was also entangled in unhealthy relationships before recognizing their destructive nature was keeping my personal development from taking off. Blocks can cause your inability to move forward and become who you truly desire to be. These blocks could be revealing the need for spiritual cleansing. Hooponopono offers a clear path to sever, cut, release, and heal all obstacles blocking the way to freedom. This video's purpose is to help individuals understand how we unconsciously create them while providing multiple methods to remove these obstacles. If left untreated, obstacles can manifest as addictions, toxic relationships, or unfulfilling careers, often blinding us to their presence. Understanding how these obstacles are created is the first step. Aka cords, the invisible connection. Threads both positive and negative can be sent or communicated through aka cords. Aka cords, the Hawaiian term also known as the astral cord, which carries spiritual power and life force energy, playing a significant role in our lives. These threads send cosmic force or waves that connect, allow communication with God, Creator, our ancestors and family, the high self, and the natural hidden world around us. When clearance of these obstacles is achieved, we welcome new growth and opportunities into our lives. This ability ushers in the discovery of our true path and divine purpose. Through Morna's cleansing prayers, we can wield our free will wisely, clearing the burdens of these cord connections that have accumulated over time. When cords become fully attached, contributing to our well-being or causing emotional and physical distress, sometimes leaving us dreaming of an old flame or replaying thoughts that seem unlike our own. In the New Testament, the Book of Life is mentioned, and many scholars claim this book is in reference to the Akashic records. The etymology of the Akashic is most likely short for Aka. I have showed on this channel many references that elude Polynesian terminology can be located in numerous Vedic teachings. These Aka attachments were spoken of as potential obstructions Morna Simeona called obstacles. Obstacles, if left uncleared, might prevent healthy new beginnings in future relationships. This is the reason once upon a time when people wanted to marry, it was of utmost importance to meet with a priest or village spiritual master who would assist clearing unhealthy cords while bridging new ones connecting the future couple. These invisible shadowy cords act like a telephone line connecting one person to another. They can send messages and help create firm imprints, also known as thought forms. Ever have a family dispute where you held a grudge, carried guilt, or didn't speak to an important person in your life for some time? Being unable to let go or withhold forgiveness comes from this underlying hidden practice to cut off these cords. This is one of the most important reasons to utilize the practice of Hooponopono. The Aka and Sanskrit word Akasha, meaning elemental synthesis of the four physical elements, air, fire, water, sky, space, and ether. Coincidentally, the Akasha is known to hold the entire world's memory, which some claim to access during prophetic readings. Although it's invisible, Aka cords are seen as a powerful communication device, allowing the data to be transferred from you to another person, just as the pineal gland holds tiny little calcite crystals known to produce bioluminescence. This form of light acts as an antenna to signal the Wi-Fi like a transmitter. These crystals are embedded in your cell phones, TV, and watches. Factually, all Apple iPhone devices contain quartz crystals that oscillate. These oscillating waves mimic Akka chords, precise frequency similar to your pineal gland's ability to communicate with the intended target. This is one way that psychic mediums and kahunas like Morna Simeona received information from individuals both living or non-living. She also sensed stagnant areas or objects that required cleaning as a result of her supersensory cords communication. Maya, the illusion of separation. This illusion of Maya can obscure our connections to our higher selves and the ultimate reality of oneness. In my mother's Samoan language, these Akka chords are referred to as Maya, similar to the Sanskrit term Maya, the illusory nature of expression within the material world. Maya represents the illusion that conceals the true nature of reality, making it appear different from what it is and why we need to understand both being within or without. The liberation from this illusion can be achieved through self-realization and the understanding of non-duality. Once the illusion clears, we become one with the source, transcending the separation. The astral cord links our physical and astral bodies. When the lower self or subconscious becomes more advanced within its spiritual practices, the conscious becomes merged with the lower self, illuminating a yellow glow, sometimes depicted as a crown within the astral body. Higher adepts like Jesus were able to shine this golden glow or halo that some less aware individuals could see in the physical. This is why Polynesian kings like Kamehameha wore symbolic yellow or gold headwear. It signified his higher status amongst his community, respectfully as a master whom was realized or experienced spiritual transcendence. The colors you emit in the unseen realm are projected naturally and seen by others. Many spiritual teachings speak of the truth never being hidden from you. Your ascension or lack of is vital to your ability to navigate both realms unequivocally unharmed or without deceptive beings blocking your pathway to freedom. Akka and cosmic connections are often depicted as a luminous or silvery cord that serves as the electrical conduit through which our soul is tethered to the physical realm. This electrical charge can build up over time. Grounding our bodies with the earth is vital to anyone on the path to freedom. These cords act as a lifeline as well, enabling our return to the body after astral travel or out-of-body experiences. Cutting negative cords for well-being. Negative Akka cords significantly impact our well-being. Have you ever worked someplace and had recurring dreams of a terrible job you once held? You may have had a cord keeping you stuck to that employer. The fact that we dream of these past situations can be a huge indicator of our Akashic library speaking to us. Sometimes when we sign contracts without knowing, we're creating an Akka cord that extends the time we spend being trapped in the illusion of our personal reality. Just days before the eclipse, I kept having dreams of my very first love, who is now tragically deceased. His mother appeared in the dream with him. She told me I was running out of time. I woke up the next day and realized that in the past year I had multiple dreams with him appearing to me. This was a huge indicator that I had a cord. I immediately practiced Hooponopono cord cutting prayer, visualizing him going to the light, and the dreams finally stopped. Cord cutting ceremonies are customary in many cultures before the new moon to cleanse all past unhealthy circumstances or relationships leading into our future and embarking on new beginnings. In Samoan culture, the umbilical burial ritual symbolizes one's connection to ancestors, land, and cultural heritage, keeping the individual spiritually interwoven with his or her heritage. Hawaiians view the land, or Aina, as a living entity, a spiritual being that they are responsible for protecting and nurturing. Their understanding of astronomy and celestial bodies informs their spiritual growth, using eclipses and lunar events as moments of reflection and renewal. The purpose of working with the land or elements of nature like the moon can be seen as woo-woo to the novice, but science has proven that gravitational powers induce extreme tides, known as spring tides. Farmers' almanac users planned seeding cycles just as our ancestors navigated the sea according to these high and low tides. Numerous studies have shown these seemingly outer body waters increase flow, which can aid in respectively shifting the normally slower stagnant water and blood within the body. ultimately assisting your cord cutting or letting go exercises. Morna left specific instructions in regards to this. The cleansing ritual or cord cutting needs to be done preferable in the morning, always in the daylight hours. We use the energy of light to transmute the dark energies, a very important principle in transmutation. You cannot transmute any lower energy with the same energy that helped create it. Our positive connections foster our growth, while negative ones can lead to emotional or physical distress, especially when we hold on to unhealthy relationships or grudges. To remove unhealthy connections with yourself or others, first go through the entire 12-14 step process Morna has left. If you are pressured for time, use her cleansing/problem-solving prayer when you start working with Morna's cleansing prayers on a routine basis. You will know like the back of your hand which one is most helpful based on the particular situation you are working with. Embracing transformation and release. Clearing our shadow patterns is the path to future transformation and transmutation. During meditation or dream state, we may catch glimpses of a future self without limitations. The novice may not understand at the time, and why dream journaling can be an important exercise to figuring out the reason at a later date when you have advanced to the meaning. Cord cutting, a healing process, repairs and balances our spiritual and physical well-being. Aka cords can provide both protection and guidance, fostering reverence for our surroundings and guard our being against negative influences. Another way you can speak to your DNA is be affirming and confirming with affirmations. An example would be, I affirm and confirm I let go of all negative energies. Many highly educated people have stated that by speaking out loud these confirming affirmations before an important speech or quietly alone has helped them overcome a limiting mindset like imposter syndrome. Sometimes it is our beliefs that need confirmation from our very own mind and body to help us move forward. In the union of our inner and outer selves, Hooponopono plays a key role, just as the nerve-like threads in your physical body which make up the nervous system. They help your brain communicate on automatic with the body. The Aka threads, respectively, are communicating with the aware adept far more than the average person understands. As the upcoming full moon approaches on October 28th, we have a remarkable opportunity to see beyond our illusions by cutting all unwanted cords or blocks. Performing a Hooponopono cord cutting or cleansing prayer prior can help release the obstacles preventing us from experiencing the true reality, the 0-point field and unity with source creation, the zero state. Next week, we will dive into the genetic intelligence of you and how your DNA speaks. Thank you for all who have supported Morna's work and this channel. I am sincerely grateful. I send you infinite love, my friends. If you don't have a copy of Morna's Hooponopono process, grab your free guide at rainbowflow.com and I will see you next week.